Hello elements, welcome back to the channel. I am Leo the Lioness Queen, and if you happen to like what you see, please make sure to click, share, and subscribe to the channel. We are going to check out a few stories that caught my attention, so let's get started. JLo Tour Date cancellations. Coming straight from Variety magazine, Jennifer Lopez has canceled 7 dates of her first North American tour in 5 years in support of her new album, This Is Me Now, and its pair of companion films. The dates spanning August 20th through the 31st in Cleveland, Nashville, Raleigh, Atlanta, Tampa, New Orleans, and Houston were listed as canceled on Ticketmaster some point on Wednesday. The Cleveland and Houston dates apparently had been removed from the itinerary earlier, as they were part of the tour's originally announced itinerary on February 15th, but no longer present on the site at all. An updated itinerary can be found on her social media accounts. To be honest, guys, are we really surprised? JLo vocals are not the best, especially after we found out that Ashanti had been singing them back in the day. It is what it is. Richard Pryor's widow slams MikeEPS. This is coming from thedailybeast.com, to where Jennifer Lee unequivocally denied those allegations by phone with the Daily Beast on Friday. "That's just low rent," she said as she watched comments in question on YouTube, adding, "You're just ghetto, Mike." This is after Epps made claims this week on an episode of the All the Smoke podcast when he said, "I was going to play Richard Pryor, man, and then his wife. I didn't get to screw his wife, his ex-wife, and she got mad." Epps was no longer in the running to play Pryor in the biopic because he aged out, Lee Pryor said. "I'm sure he's aware of that and been aware of that from the grapevine." Another reason she didn't want Epps to play the role was because she wasn't a fan of his portrayal in HBO's Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty series. "He played Richard like a homeless junkie," she said. "It was horrible." Mike's played Richard in a couple of different movies and films, little cameos here and there. And that's the extent of Mike playing Richard Lee Pryor, who controls her late husband's estate, went on to say, "I don't know why he wants to pick a fight with me. And why would he say I wanted to sleep with him? I wouldn't touch his dick with a 10-foot pole." Well, there you have it. Looks like we won't be getting a Richard Pryor biopic. Carly Russell receives probation. Russell admitted she lied about being abducted in Alabama in July and about seeing a toddler walking alongside a highway. She pled guilty in Jefferson County Circuit Court on Thursday afternoon to 2 misdemeanor counts for filing a false police report. She will be under supervised probation for 12 months, and she must repay almost $18,000 in restitution to the city of Hoover, complete 100 hours of community service, and must continue to receive mental health counseling. Judge David Carpenter suspended her 2 6-month sentences, saying it would be a waste of government resources to put her in jail. Russell spoke for the first time in court, acknowledging her actions. This is coming from NBCnews.com.
Your Honor, I want to genuinely apologize for my actions and the resulting negative impact inflicted onto others. I made a grave mistake while trying to fight through various emotional issues and stress. I am extremely remorseful for the panic, fear, and various range of negative emotions that were experienced across the nation. I want to specifically acknowledge and take accountability for the pain and embarrassment that I inflicted upon my family, my church family, friends, neighbors, community, and all of those who were directly involved in search efforts for me. I also extend my sincerest apologies to the Hoover Police Department and every other law enforcement agency and personnel for the position that I put them in and for the resources used. I absolutely regret my decision, and in hindsight wish that I had cried for help in a totally different manner. My prayer is that I will be extended grace and given the opportunity to redeem who I truly am and restore the positively esteemed character that I have worked so hard to attain for the 25 years of my life prior to this incident. I wholeheartedly can say that I never had any malicious intent to hurt anyone, and I pray that you will feel my sincerity and that as I prepare to pick up the pieces and go on to restore my life, that you will witness the fruition of grace.
What Carlee Russell did was extremely irresponsible. It was very dangerous. There are millions and millions of black women and girls who are missing all the time. And when it comes to any crime, period, when it comes to black women and girls, they are often ignored and not taken seriously. So for the simple fact that she had the whole nation actually take her case serious and for it to turn out to be a lie, it was very disappointing to all of us, but she is a young woman. I do feel like her punishment does fit her crime, and I'm not going to beat her up. I hope that she does learn from this experience and that she is able to get the mental help that she needs and she's able to still go on to have a positive life. We all make mistakes. We all were young at once. So I wish her the best. Will the real Kate Middleton please stand up? There have been a lot of controversy concerning Kate Middleton and the royal family. As you can see on this picture, there was a video that was put out after she had been absent from the public of a Kate Middleton lookalike, and we clearly saw that it was not her. However, after a lot of pressure from the public to find out what was really going on with this fake sighting, also there was accusations of a picture that had been put out that was doctored. The royal family decided to finally put out a statement about her diagnosis, and they pretty much let it be known that she was diagnosed with cancer 24 hours after her cancer diagnosis was revealed. The Princess of Wales bravely shared her illness in a pre-recorded video statement and said that it was in the early stages of preventative chemotherapy treatment. In a new statement released by Kensington Palace, they said, "The Prince and Princess are both enormously touched by the kind messages from the people here in the UK, across the Commonwealth, and around the world in response to Her Royal Highness' message. They are extremely moved by the public's warmth and support and are grateful for the understanding of their request for privacy at this time." The mother of three said the diagnosis comes as a huge shock, but she is well and getting stronger every day. Her illness comes just 1 month after King Charles' own cancer diagnosis, with both royals stepping back from the public duties for the foreseeable future. Well, I would hate to say this as well. Of course, after she put out her statement, there was a doctor who came out and said that he did not believe her. There have been a lot of conspiracy theorists on Instagram and TikTok who have pointed out the differences in tone, pretty much saying that her video message was doctored. I do not know whether or not that is the truth. I do understand why the public is questioning even this video being put out, because there has been so much weirdness going on. But I just want to say for myself that I do wish her a full recovery. That is something difficult to deal with, and I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary offers to buy TikTok. Kevin O'Leary, known for his role on Shark Tank, has sparked discussion with a recent offer to purchase social media giant TikTok if the U.S. government proceeds with the proposed ban. O'Leary suggested on LinkedIn that he would transform TikTok into a new American company, guaranteeing to close any Chinese backdoors in the code and ensure the servers are located on American soil. His proposal aims to address cybersecurity concerns while retaining the app's availability in the U.S. The move comes amid legislative momentum towards potentially banning TikTok because of its ties with its China-based parent company ByteDance and concerns over data privacy and national security. While many seem to think that TikTok ties the Chinese Communist Party are overblown, O'Leary was quick to put it to rest. Everyone knows TikTok leaks data to the CCP. It's no secret, O'Leary said on LinkedIn. Despite O'Leary's ambitious plans, there's been a mix of skepticism and intrigue from the public and media. Critics question the feasibility of such a purchase and O'Leary's financial capacity to execute it, given the app's multi-billion-dollar valuation. Discussions around the potential ban and sale of TikTok are intertwined with broader issues regarding U.S.-China relations. Okay, Elements, and in our last story titled The Art of Peer Pressure, we have a crazy story that comes out of Taiwan. A university student in Taiwan who had his legs amputated in hopes of receiving a $1.3 million insurance payout has been arrested on suspicion of fraud. The 23-year-old, identified only by his last name, Zhang, plunged his feet into a bucket of dry ice for more than 10 hours to get them so badly frostbitten that he would need double amputation, the Taiwan Criminal Investigation Bureau said in a Thursday release. The Bureau said that a friend of Zhang's from high school, identified as Lio, persuaded him to carry out the insurance scam. Lio, also 23, suffered losses of trading cryptocurrency as he tricked Zhang into signing a legal note obligating him to pay about $800,000, investigators said. The local media outlet Taiwan News reported that Lio told Zhang that gangsters were pursuing him. On January 26, 2023, Lio and Zhang rode around Taipei on a motorbike at night, wanting to present the claim that Zhang was afflicted with frostbite while riding the vehicle in the late evening, investigators said. Just days before Zhang bought several expensive policies for life insurance, travel insurance, and accident insurance, prosecutors said. After their motorbike ride, Zhang soaked his feet in dry ice and was admitted to the hospital. But medical staff sensed something was amiss while assessing him, the Bureau said. His legs bore no shoe or sock marks, and his injury appeared symmetrical, which were inconsistent with a naturally occurring frostbite injury, investigators said. The weather on the night of January 26 was also nowhere close to below freezing, with its coldest temperature at about 42 degrees Fahrenheit, prosecutors added. As Taiwan is a subtropical region, cases of severe frostbite requiring amputation are unheard of due to natural climate conditions. It said that Zhang's legs were amputated below the calf due to his frostbite injuries, but his case was reported to the authorities. That is a crazy story, and that's why I thought it was very important to report it. Oh my God, guys. Let me know what you think about it. Okay, Elements. I've decided to start including an inspirational quote within each video, and so this is our one for the week. Your mental health is more important than the test, the interview, the lunch date, the meeting, the family dinner, the soccer game, the recital, and the grocery run. Take care of yourself. I hope that you all enjoyed this broadcast. Please let me know what you think of all the stories that we have covered, and I want you to enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye, Elements.